The Office of Disaster Preparedness is reporting serious flooding in several areas of South, Central and North East Trinidad. Manager of the Public Information Unit of the ODPM, Arlini Timal, is on the phone with us. Good afternoon, Ms. Timal. What are some of the areas that have been hardest hit? Can you tell us?
Okay, well, at this time, water is rising in the Superior region, the Woodland area specifically, and persons are reporting high levels of water as well in the Piarco bypass area. And some areas such as Point Fortin and Sandy Grande at the moment are experiencing high levels of water. No roads have been reported impassable to date or at this time, but there are vehicles driving through high levels of water.
Can you tell us, has the ODPM had to evacuate people from any of these areas?
Okay, so the regional corporations have been communicating with us on what activities being done at the moment to clean up, as well as to assist those persons who are in need of assistance and flood relief. So in the Superior region, specifically the Woodland area, regional corporations are on standby and distributing relief items, as well as looking to clean those drains that have been clogged, remove branches from open areas within the Point Fortin region, because there was reports of traffic that was not flowing in the Point Fortin Borough Regional Corporation. However, fire service was able to remove a tree that was fallen, and traffic is now flowing. So in different areas, there are different issues that we're trying to address and assist the regional corporations as they undergo their cleanup activities.
And with continued rainfall, do you know if there are any areas where water is expected to rise over the course of today and maybe impact residents? And is anyone from those areas being evacuated in anticipation of further flooding?
At this time, we are waiting on reports from persons on the ground. Regional corporations have activated their emergency operation centers on the ground within these areas that are already experiencing high levels of flooding, and they will be reporting to us to indicate what types of damage was experienced thus far, knowing that we're waiting on further updates from the Met Office. Due to the weather conditions at this point, we are monitoring to advise further on residents who may need shelters via the regional corporations and the Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government, who has jurisdiction over opening shelters at this time.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Timal. That's Ms. Arlini Timal there of the ODPM giving us an update on the preparations by the ODPM. Well, of course, there's been severe flooding in the Barkpore area in South Trinidad. Our cameraman, Che Tickasing, sent us these pictures taken along the GP Road in Barkpore and part of the main Barkpore Road. Now, we understand the Valley Line area and some other parts of Barkpore have been cut off by the flooding, leaving residents there marooned. In Diggity Road, Barkpore, some animals are also stranded. Well, Ian Wallace is here to give us an update on the weather. Good afternoon, Ian. When will the rain stop?
Well, that's the unfortunate thing, is that we are in the heart of the wet season. So at this time of the year, we tend to get most of the rains coming through. And we are heading towards the second peak of the wet season, which is in November. That's when we tend to get the bulk of the rainfall coming through as well. Now, we have been seeing, obviously, that for those fishermen heading out, the winds have also picked up. So there's a rough seas bulletin in effect. Waves over 3 meters or more expected through the Caribbean, especially affecting those northern and eastern coastlines. So those are the areas at which, obviously, those heading out. Now, here's a look at the latest satellite picture, which shows that a lot of the clouds streaming in towards the south, coming across into Trinidad and Tobago. Most of the rainfall has been affecting Trinidad, however, and that's all courtesy of the Intertropical Convergence Zone. Now, the ITCZ tends to follow us throughout this wet season and comes through again as we go through November. So the major rivers have swollen, particularly the Caroni River, which reached its threshold level last night. So obviously those that are living along the shoreline of the Caroni River Basin are being asked to be extremely cautious due to the effects of the possibility of the Caroni River likely reaching its threshold levels and maybe overtopping. So obviously with more rainfall expected, possibility of maybe up to 40 millimeters once again. Now we have had about 69 millimeters of rainfall up to about 8 o'clock this morning, and obviously that's a major concern for more rainfall that is set to be coming through as we go through the next 12 to 24 hours. And we do have a high tide actually at about 3:50 p.m. So that's only going to stop the flow of water as it goes through this afternoon, Karen.
Okay, thank you very much, Ian. Well, now we go to Ian Wason, who is out in the field in Manuel, Congo in the east. Good afternoon, Ian. What can you tell us about the situation out there?
Hi, well, I am in Tumpuna Road in San Rafael, and we are close to the San Rafael grounds, and as you can see, parts of Tumpuna Road are underwater. We were in fact in Manuel, Congo earlier, where I was standing on the Bailey Bridge, but I was also in fact standing in the river because of the water coming over the Bailey Bridge. So parts of Tumpuna Road as well as Manuel Congo underwater. We spoke to Aston Richardson, whose home is in danger of falling into the Guanapo River because over the time the erosion from the Guanapo River into his property. So a lot of water damage here in eastern part of Trinidad, underwater, some places suffering a lot of water damage because of the water overshooting the bridges and the banks.
Okay, thank you very much, Ian. Of course, we'll keep up to date on that situation out there in East Trinidad.